Hello and welcome back to UMass Beyond the Classroom. I'm your host Deidre, and today we're talking about one of the coolest hidden secrets of UMass, the Orchard Hill Observatory. Today we are here with Miranda, the director of the observatory.
Hi.
It's nice to have you here.
It's nice to be here.
All right, perfect. So do you just want to tell our viewers a little bit about the observatory? They might not know what it is, and kind of just give them an idea of like what you guys do.
Yeah, we're a small student-run observatory on campus. The observatory is owned by the UMass Astronomy Department, and we run it. And we open it to the public for outreach events, so people can kind of experience actual astronomy for the first time and look at stuff through a telescope's eyes.
All right, awesome. So how is the astronomy club affiliated with the observatory?
We run it for the UMass Astronomy Department, so it's owned by the UMass Astronomy Department, and it's maintained and operated and run by students.
Okay, that's really great. What kinds of meetings and events do you guys have?
So we're an academic RSO, so we do a lot of academic kind of events where we go and we try to teach people about astronomy topics, or we talk about research, getting into research, and STEM grad school and that kind of thing. And then we just we can connect students with like astronomy alumni and that kind of thing. We're really the student branch of the UMass Astronomy Department, really. So.
Okay. So for those who aren't, like, is it open to all the majors, or is it only for one specific major, or how does that work?
We welcome all majors who are interested in astronomy. I mean, it's really just we're looking for people who are passionate about the subject. You want to come, you want to learn, you want to nerd out with other nerds about astronomy, that kind of thing.
Yeah. So what's it like getting to interact with all the other 5 colleges?
It's really great to kind of experience like the world through the other colleges' eyes kind of thing. They're definitely like it's a different kind of college than UMass, much smaller, a lot less STEM oriented, so we tend to get like a lot of the astronomy students from like other colleges because they just don't have a huge department there.
Yeah.
And then it's interesting to like interact with them, honestly.
That's really awesome. So we're going to take a trip to the Orchard Hill Observatory to go check out the facility and meet some of the members. Let's take a look.
Summer astronomy program here at UMass before my senior year of high school, so that's when I came up here for the first time. Otherwise, most people will find out about the Orchard Hill Observatory through their the astronomy department, the physics department, or the astronomy club. As an astronomy major, the skies obviously really fascinating. Seeing these objects so far away and so far back in time, and just being able to marvel. So I think the nebulas we've seen have been really cool. I remember seeing the Ring Nebula one time. That was really interesting to see. We've seen whole other galaxies. We saw the Andromeda. We can see the Andromeda galaxy a lot of times here.
So that looks like a really cool place to go to. Can anybody just come in and visit the observatory, or is it open to the public?
Yeah, we have public opening nights. We try to do it about once a week, where we open to the public. This semester it's going to be on Wednesday nights. Normally it's on Thursday nights. We send out emails, and we have a Facebook group that you can join. And we open to the public for just observing nights, so you can look at the stuff that we're looking at.
Awesome. So what's it like looking into the telescope?
That's an interesting question. We have, so well, you can see so much more than you can see with your own eyes. So like, it's amazing. we look at things like the Andromeda galaxy, which is the closest galaxy to us. So we look at stuff like the Orion Nebula, which is one of the closest star-forming regions to us. And so it's just really amazing to see these kinds of things that, you know, you've only seen in pictures with your own eyes.
So do you look for specific things when studying at the observatory, or?
So it depends on what time of year it is.
Okay.
So, you know, the sky moves yearly, and we have, so like during the fall, we'll look at Andromeda because that's when Andromeda is visible. Right now we can look at Orion because that's when Orion is visible. We also try to look at planets when they're up. So like Jupiter and Saturn are spectacular through the telescope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, the facility was built in the 1960s. Have there been any good about? Have they been good about keeping the technology where it is, or like, you know?
So the telescope has been updated once since the facility was created in the 1960s. There was a research telescope before, and then it broke, and now we've got a more amateur astronomer telescope. So it's kind of old, I'm not going to lie. But, you know, it still works beautifully, and you can still see a lot more than you can see with your own eyes. And it's a relatively big telescope, too, so you can see some dimmer objects that you wouldn't be able to see with a smaller telescope. And you can see even smaller objects that you wouldn't be able to see with a smaller telescope. So it's really cool.
That's really awesome and fascinating, actually. So, like, how long have you been interested in astronomy? And how did you like become interested in like astronomy and just like getting involved and stuff like that?
Well, so bit of a cliche story. So you know, 11th grade. When I was 11, in middle school, we did that like, you know, planetary science, like this is the moon, these are the phases of the moon kind of thing.
Yeah.
And one of the things that we did was we dropped marbles into this bowl of flour that had cocoa powder sprinkled on top of it.
Okay.
And I don't know, something about that experiment just got me like over the moon about it, basically, no pun intended. And then, so I went home that night and I literally Googled outer space and haven't looked back. Just went on an entire Wikipedia spiral and fell in love.
Okay, that's great. So that being said, that goes into like the research and stuff like that. So do you get to research a lot of stuff on campus and like deal with other groups and stuff?
So we do try to do like outreach events, you know, at the observatory, and then we also try to do outreach events on campus. We've got smaller telescopes that we like to bring out to try to get them into a little bit more of an accessible area. Orchard Hill is a tall hill, and it's kind of hard to find. So we want to bring telescopes to the people a little bit more. And then we also try to organize stargazing events where we go out to darker parts of the surrounding area and just look at the stars. And then we are also trying to put together a visit to a planetarium, like the one at the Boston Science Museum.
Okay, that's a really awesome experience for all of us, and for you especially, since you're always working and, you know, doing your stuff. It was amazing having you here. Thanks you for coming in. And thanks for joining us on this week's episode of UMass Beyond the Classroom. We'll see you next time.